Hi YouTube, welcome back, me. Um, Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing really well. This is Kelsey of Kelsey's Day Off and I am feeling the call. So I haven't been on YouTube in about a month. I've been living my life and learning my things and growing, and oh my god, the lessons that I have learned. I've pretty much discovered the secret of life, so I'd love to share that with you all. And yeah, and I just turned 25, so I'm really, really stoked. There's a lot of good things coming, a lot of good energy, a lot of powerful insights I've been having lately, crazy visions, crazy dreams, a lot of things that I would love to talk about more in various writing posts and things. Got my cup of tea, so I'm ready to spill it. Wow. Okay, so first things first, I did have a video that I was trying to upload for about 2 weeks about my experience seeing Bassnectar, who, if you do not know Bassnectar, he is a DJ. He's awesome in my opinion. I love him. I've followed him since I was really young, and I went to go see him 2 nights in a row with a bunch of people I didn't know in a place I was not familiar with, and I sort of just took a chance and went, and honestly it was I think it was actually the best weekend of my life. I let a lot of things go. Before that I was really in this really dark place of feeling very attached to certain things. I was very concerned about the status of my relationship, whether that was going to last. I was just very worried because there has been a lot that I've been kind of going through and dealing with this summer, and as we all have, you know, I think that energy is not, if one of us are feeling it, in a sense we're all feeling it, right? And this has been a really powerful summer, and yeah, so I was having some issues with my relationship in terms of me. I was very concerned about how things were going to turn out. Are we going to be together? What am I going to do? I was concerned about my job, money, which of course you have to be concerned about to an extent, right? Like, we have to survive. And then also, you know, with boyfriend issues comes my home, because we live together. I was trying to kind of take care of all my friends at the same time because we're all going through things. There's been a lot of changes, and I have had little time to dream big and to write and to be by myself. It's been a lot of social events the last couple of weeks and just a lot going on. Anyway, so I went to Bassnectar and I completely let that all go, and it was great. In this other video that I really hope sees the face of the internet, I really talked about how you being in a space that is a music event and that is extremely loud and sweaty and intense and slightly terrifying and a big deal to a lot of people, because this is kind of like, these 2 shows were sort of like, they were a holiday for Bassnectar fans. They are the new year, like they are his, at the best venue that he plays at. You know, he's expected to kind of play the best songs, which he did, and I was really, really, really happy with all that. But my point is, I had to let everything go because you're on the dance floor, you're sweating, you're literally dripping sweat, you cannot care about what you look like. Ego is absolutely blasted away because you can't even hear your own thoughts, you can't even hear your friends. It's scary, but you get through it. Thoughts come up and you move through them, insights come up and you move through them, and this music is sort of a focal point that allows you to just dive deep, and you can take lessons away from these experiences. So I talk about that a lot in this video, but essentially I took a lot of lessons away from this. I let go of everything. I decided, you know, it's all gonna go the way it's supposed to go regardless, and I will be okay. I had this moment, several moments of self-empowerment and self-love and just juicy, delicious, collective connection and cosmic, conscious brain explosions. Like, it was it was absurd. I highly recommend you go see Bassnectar, but more so, that was an experience for me that pushed me out of this kind of like rut I was in. I wouldn't even call it a rut, because at the end of the day, it's all just a part of my path. So I'm sitting here, just turned 25, went through this wild experience, and I learned the secret of life is to just straight up exist, and to be, and to grow, and to be conscious. So to be, to grow, to experience, to be conscious, I guess, is kind of what I think the purpose of life is. And I think that's the secret to life, and the secret to living a fulfilling life. I think tapping into your own energy and being aware is going to lead you through, you're going to remain on your path, you're going to remain balanced. So for me, I have been, maybe I'm just the type of person that doesn't like to be in one place for too long, but not even, I just want to be fulfilled in my work, whatever I do, right? And my work is outside of the kind of society, like the society that we live in doesn't exactly support what I want to do yet. There aren't a lot of opportunities. In a sense, I have to kind of establish my own business, and the past couple months I've had a lot of insight. Oh my gosh, so many insights. I have a clear idea of my business, and I just am in the kind of brainstorming process, gaining clarity, figuring out if, in the midst of this chaos, as I continue earning money and just living and figuring that out in the default world, is also trying to figure out how can I use whatever experiences I'm working through in my career in the default world to assist me in creating my own business, and when would that be, and where should I be to do that? Who would benefit? What geographic area should I be living in? And I've been thinking about leaving New York, and I've been thinking about a lot of things. It's been kind of scary, but it's also been really awesome, and I love New York, but I'm thinking I'll give it a couple more years and head somewhere else. I'm feeling the call, and I'm just understanding that I'm not done with my work here yet. But anyway, a lot of clear business ideas. I'm so excited, you guys. I've learned that for me, I'm not necessarily wanting to own my own business to be a soul coach or a life coach or working one-on-one with people necessarily. I want to cultivate community, and I like speaking with large groups, and I like teaching, and I want to continue doing that, but I don't want to do it just in the wellness realm. I want to do that in the actual default world where mindfulness and consciousness is needed. So that's all I'll say now. But a lot of cool things are happening. So since I've been thinking about this, I've been attracting people into my life. Manifestation, it works. Obviously, there's a physical element. You have to try things. You have to work hard. It's not just like you can wish something and it'll happen. You can dream things into existence, but it doesn't come without hard work and without physically doing an action, right? So since I've been gaining more clarity on what I want to do with my life, I have been attracting people into my life who are helping me with that, and things in my life that are going to help me with that. For instance, I met this girl last weekend who is a total angel. She is an herbalist, and her and I are considering putting together a workshop. We're both pretty young and kind of in the same, well, I don't know her very well, but I'm in a place where I could really use the support of a young person to help me create some sort of workshop, to co-lead something. I don't think that I have any right to be giving any advice at this point. I just want to be able to create a space and do it with someone that offers different gifts so that we can kind of make this a full, well-rounded experience. So happy. Next thing is that I have gotten an internship with a company that I absolutely adore and would love to work for full-time, because they are a conscious community. They're a co-working space called The Assemblage. You should check them out. theassemblagenyc.com, I think, or theassemblage.com. Their whole thing is about assembling. So consciousness meets capital. It's a co-working space that essentially honors both individual creativity and entrepreneurship, and also community, and in community in a sense of culture not being completely immersed, actually at all, surrounded by drinking culture. it's all about holistic living, conscious living, and there's always lectures at this place about climate change, technology, like herbalism, anything you can think of under the sun. Empathy. I'm going to an empathy lecture on Tuesday. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be essentially, after my day job, going there a couple times a week to do some content for their social media channels, which also a dream, a creative outlet in a place that I respect, with people who are so incredibly nice and supportive already, and I don't even know them. I've gotten hugs every single time I've gone in, and I just started. It's the future of, it's the future. It's truly the future of how, you know, I think people are going to kind of all one by one get to this place of understanding we're doing something wrong here. We should not be working 9 hours a day and staring at computers to just support the materialistic culture that we have. I don't think that's sustainable. It's not sustainable living whatsoever. We're so separated in the way that we live our lives. We've completely forgotten about our tribal roots. We've completely forgotten about the fact that our ancestors worked together in villages and literally raised children as a collective, and community is number one. And it's not just about your immediate family, but everybody is family in a sense, and everybody can work together to, you know, live better, to survive, and to whatever. But we've forgotten about that, and I think we're all going to get to a place where, sorry, there's flies in here because my door's open. I think we're all going to get to a place eventually, and this is just the beginning of a collective awakening. And there are many methods that people are using now to kind of get to that place. There's meditation centers all over New York now, and some of them are actually branded to be kind of trendy and high end so that people actually go to them. I think that's amazing. There are CEOs and people who go to Burning Man, and a lot of people argue that, you know, these people with tons of money who are like so integrated into that default world and whatever, like they can't be here. But honestly, radical inclusivity, and people can go to the burn. Honestly, bring the CEOs, bring the people with money, bring the people who have power, so that they can understand that, you know, I've never been to Burning Man, but I understand the principles behind it, but so that people in power can understand what needs to be done now. And I think that that's really happening now, and it's such a blessing, and it's such a blessing to be turning 25 and being in this world at this time when we're at the pinnacle of change, right? There's shit going on in politics. I mean, God knows what's going to happen there. And despite the struggles I'm having, I'm totally letting it go and dedicating my life entirely to, first and foremost, loving and healing myself, and secondly, loving and healing the world, and doing whatever I can to aid in these positive changes for our world, whether that be a small impact like YouTube, where I have, I don't know, 12 views a video, or whatever. I don't care to be a huge social influencer, but I do care to make an impact in whatever form that manifests. And I'm hoping that in me doing this, I can inspire other people to do that, and kind of let go of the idea of, I need my Instagram to be perfectly curated, and I need to do things the way everyone else has done it, because that is what gets people famous. That's what, but I don't want any of that. And if you do, that's fine, but at the same time, like, I just encourage people to walk their own path, essentially. That's what I encourage people to do, is really, at the end of the day, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing all of this and expressing myself in the way that I want to, because I want to encourage people to do the same. So first of all, that means that I'm not alone. And secondly, that's also, you know, that's a strong message. Walk your own path. Walk your own path. Okay, this is a really long video. I want to wrap this up, but I also want to show you guys a couple things that I got for my birthday, because I have the most incredible friends that have completely rocked my world. Half of my friends now, my closest friends now, I met maybe a year or two ago, so not long ago, and have very quickly shown me, and I've understood that these are the people that are my home, and these are the people who are here to literally help me grow, and I to help them grow. And they gave me the most wonderful gifts. So I'm not going to show you all of them. I don't even know if this video will make it up because it's so long now. I've been having issues with storage and with technology. Even though I'm working in social media, I have issues with technology. So my friend, my lovely, lovely friend Erin gave me this massive quartz, and it's so nice to hold. There's like certain little like divots in it, and it kind of allows you to hold it very comfortably. There's like a divot here, so I put my thumb here and I put my other finger here, and I literally, when I meditate, I bring it down and I can literally feel the energy. She is a Reiki master, and she has put a lot of Reiki in this, so very delicious energy. And thank you, Erin, you're a doll, and I love you. And then my other goddess sister, Carol, gave me this rose quartz pyramid, and it's so pointy. It's actually very sharp, so if you touch it, it like, I actually like pricked my thumb the first time I touched it. But this is just like a really comforting stone to hold. It's very smooth and it's very warm, so thank you, Carol. And then a dear friend of mine gave me this geode quartz. So this is a, oh no! Sorry, Bradley. This is a geode quartz, so this is like directly from the earth. And it's so beautiful, and it shines and it sparkles, and this is just, for me, very grounding. I put it on my altar whenever I meditate, and it sits on my other altar daily, so I'm really happy about that. A good friend of mine got me The Illuminated by Rumi, which is a book that apparently is no longer in print and is very difficult to find. I've never spent a lot of time with Rumi, but I know of Rumi, and honestly, it's already changed my life. I've just been flipping through some of the art and the poetry and the stories, and I highly resonate with all of it. I highly recommend you guys get your hands on this. I like reading physical books as opposed to like ebooks. For some reason, it feels more real to me. I don't know. Anyway, this is The Illuminated. It's so gorgeous, and there's of course a bird, which I've been really resonating with birds. If you're a friend of mine, you know this, but birds are my spirit animal, 100%. I'm definitely always taking flight, and I am an air spirit. So anyway, there's all this beautiful artwork in here. Literally, I don't know if you can see, but oh, this is so pretty. It says, in any gathering, in any chance meeting on the street, there is a shine, an elegance rising up. So today I recognize that the jewel-like beauty is the presence. Our loving confusion, the glow in which watery clay gets brighter than fire, the one we call the friend. I begged, is there a way into you, a ladder? Your head is the ladder, bring it down under your feet. The mind, this globe of awareness, is a starry universe that when you push off with your foot, 1,000 new roads become clear, as you yourself do at dawn, sailing through the light. So yeah, it's honestly, it's just stunning. And I've had several other amazing gifts, artistic gifts, and honestly, I just feel so loved and special and grateful, and my birthday was fabulous. I basically just had people over whenever they wanted to come over. We can drink, we can hang, we can play, we can dance, and we did all those things, and everybody that I wanted to be there was there, and I just feel so loved, and I'm beaming now. So thank you guys for coming. Anyway, so I am now on my way. In a couple hours I'll be going to do makeup for my friend's fashion line. She has a show tonight. Her name is Juliet. She has a brand called Chic Feast. It's CHIC and then FEAST on Instagram, or Chic Feast Art, so just add art at the end, and that's her line. She paints and designs on leather and denim. She repurposes clothing. It's all eco-friendly. It's fantastic. And so I'm going to be modeling for her as well. But what I'm most excited for, honestly, is doing makeup. So I'm going to do a lot of glitter on people, and I think it'll be really fun. Maybe that should be my next job, is just glittering people. Anyway, I'm gonna put some lavender oil on. I'm gonna enjoy. I learned 2 new hoop tricks this morning, and yeah, I'm just gonna bask in my light all day long, you guys. It's my fucking day off. I'm fucking happy. I'm putting on some lavender oil. It's lit. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for bearing with me in this long video and this ramble and life update. I am gonna maybe start vlogging more. I hope that you're able to get some sort of insight out of my videos. If they're, you know, I hope they're not too boring. Let me know what you think. Anyway, love you. See you next time.